Hello folks and welcome back to Rome Total War. I'm Conostip and this is going to be part 64 of my Imperial campaign where I'm playing as Egypt. And before I get started, I wanted to sort of reflect on this campaign so far and the progress, or the lack thereof, that I have been making recently, and sort of make a bit of reflection here and talk about the lessons that I've learned so far. I have already been talking about some of these lessons as I've come along. I believe it was in the last episode where I was talking a little bit about my ineffective building plan for my empire, and I don't want to waste your time by rehashing all of that, but there has been inefficiencies, I think, in the spending plans that I have put into action in this campaign, basically just being too frivolous with my money and trying to build up all of my settlements all at the same time, despite that, you know, a lot of them probably aren't worth that sort of investment. That's kind of the general gist of that mistake. Obviously, there's been a lot more, but the one that I want to talk about in this episode, at least at the beginning of this episode, I won't spend the entire episode talking about this, but I do want to talk about something that's pretty basic when it comes to fighting wars on a grand strategy sort of idea that I've really failed at, which is fighting multiple wars on multiple fronts and trying to, you know, not do that. And that is something that I've really failed at, and really I should have taken this more importantly than I had been, because when the Scipii started pressing me from Siwa into my core Egyptian territories, I had initially thought, well, gosh, I need to take Siwa, because from Siwa, one settlement, they can threaten 3. And that's unacceptable. So taking Siwa was a natural decision that I took to shorten my front, essentially, and make it so that their next attacks would be focused on one settlement as opposed to 3. Therefore, in theory, I can defend one settlement with 1 or 2 stacks tops, as opposed to the 2 or 3 stacks that it would take to defend my 3 core settlements. So that, I think, was a sound idea. However, then taking Cyrene from Siwa. Now, I know that I've talked about the distance, but really, look at this distance. I've scrolled a little bit, and you still can't see Cyrene. Can we even fit the 2 on the same? We can't fit them. We can barely fit them on the screen at the same time. That's how far apart they are. And I didn't really take that into account, how far of a distance that is, and how, I guess, and how hard that makes things. And also, I didn't really take into account how little Cyrene offers me. As a settlement, it really has taken a lot of investment on my part to bring it up to snuff, and it's still not there. It still has wooden walls. It's in the process of building a shipwright. There's 1 turn left before this shipwright is finished, yeah. Which is the tier 2 port building. I can't retrain or train archers here. You know, there's some glaring deficiencies in what this settlement offers me, and it makes it harder to hold, and it does not really giving me anything. And more importantly, it didn't really take much away from the Scipii by taking it. Like, I've taken 2 settlements from them, but it seems like it's just the tip of the iceberg. They're really just coming at me with harder and harder stuff. So that was, I think, a big mistake, was investing this much into this push against the Scipii before I had resolved my Anatolian fights. And the whole thing that's happening with the Parthians has been unfortunate, but I'm not going to kick myself too hard for it, just because they have been tough fights. And there are moments where I can say, I could have made better decisions in certain battles. But the thing is that blaming the outcomes of battles for the whole, I don't want to say failure, but the entire slowness of the campaign, the speed of the campaign, the pacing of the campaign. The thing is that battles, it's funny. I like the way that historians talk about battles, how historians a lot of times will say, battles are a toss-up, which is very interesting because, I don't know, I grew up thinking about the great generals and hearing about how they were great because they, made their fates and they really, conquered their foes and blah, 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 blah. But it is interesting hearing historians talk about these things, and they realize that there's a lot of these like underappreciated kings and leaders and generals who didn't, win that often, and they didn't fight that often because they knew how risky it was. They really appreciated how risky a battle is. And it's better just to not have many of them and to try to win in other ways, right? And so when it comes to like my failures on the battlefield, yes, there's definitely lessons learned for future campaigns. Great, that's good. So, me getting my butt kicked by the Parthians, hey, you know what? All right, I didn't appreciate how strong the Persian cav were. I didn't really realize, horse archers that have long-range missiles, that's insane. And I didn't really realize how overpowered that is until I looked at the unit rosters of all the factions and realized, oh, wow, that's very unique. Only the Parthians have that, and the Scythians have 2 units that have that. Those horse archers with long-range missiles. And then for the barbarian invasion, Creative Assembly made sure that no one had that because it's that, it's that, cracked basically. So it's, it's hard. And losing battles against the Parthians is tough, but I'm not going to kick myself too much. All right. Hopefully these Desert Cav are the key to, bringing down those cataphracts, and hopefully this is the army that can eliminate the Parthians in 2 or 3 turns. So we will see how that goes. I'm also not going to kick myself too hard for the whole Armenian thing, just because, as you know, I want to try it. I want to try the diplomacy mechanic in this game, and I want to continue to try it until I find ways to get something out of it. I don't want to just accept that it's a broken mechanic that offers nothing. So again, this isn't something that I'm going to really beat myself up too much over. I think that the building program that I've initiated, again, going back on that, and the ineffectiveness and the waste of money that I've, put into a lot of these building programs, I think that that's a lot of money that could have been spent in other ways. In diplomacy could have been one of those ways that I could have, spent that money. Same thing with agents. Agents is another way that I could have spent more money. Navies. If I had a stronger navy, and if I could be kicking the Scipio's navy's butt, despite, the fact that they do have access to better boats than me, still, if I just had a bunch of triremes with some, upgrades from the blacksmith and armor, then I could be pushing back their navies, and I could have a really free reign of attacking these settlements, which is going to be my strategy going forward. I think that's my best chance really right now of breaking this deadlock. And one more thing that I wanted to talk about, which is the opportunity of taking Greece. It's so alluring, isn't it? It's something that just is staring at me in the face of all of these lightly defended settlements of Sparta, Corinth, Athens, Larissa, Thermon, Byzantium. They just have, 1 unit of early legionaries. Hastati, legionaries, urbans. All right, that's a little scary. Athens, Praetorians and emissary units. Corinth, Velites, Auxilia, legionaries. Sparta, early legionaries, Velite gladiators. Thermon, pigs, legionaries. These are very small garrisons, and they even wouldn't require full stacks per settlement. It would basically require, I don't know, maybe if I'm being conservative, it might take, half a stack just to be safe per settlement. And that's including artillery pieces to get through the walls, and then of course the navies to get me onto land to take these settlements. And the idea would be, could I take all 6 settlements in just 1 turn and like a big blitz? That could be very good. It's my understanding that Greece holds the riches of this map, and I would imagine that would really open up financial opportunities for the rest of my campaign, is by taking Greece. Now here's the thing. If I had done that earlier, if I kind of focused again, if I just held these territories or Siwa against the Scipii and not attacked into them, and then focused all of my resources on, taking and finishing, taking Anatolia, and then pushing the majority of my forces into Greece and taking these for the wealth that they provide. And then I could essentially hold Greece, I would say maybe with 3 armies, one in Thermon, one in Larissa, one in Byzantium, leaving Thessalonica alone just based on what I'm looking at right now, there being a half stack inside of it. If it was empty, like these places essentially are, then yeah, let's take that as well. But the idea would be is that I could hold this wealth with limited resources, right? And that's the idea. You want to be holding a lot with a little, and that therefore you can attack with, the majority of your forces against hopefully what they have undermanned again, like in this instance. So that would have been a pretty good idea. Now, should I be pivoting towards that strategy right now? Well, unfortunately, I think it is too late. I think that I am just stuck into the quagmire, and I have to keep beating my head up against this wall, which is the Scipii onslaught. So I'm not saying these things to say that I'm going to make these changes in this campaign. I'm saying these things because these are changes that I could make in future campaigns, to realize that if I'm playing a faction on this side of the map, taking Anatolia, good, and then taking Greece, good. And then probably from there, Greece, like I don't have to go north of Greece, at least not right away. Because of its mountains, I can hold it with, like I said, limited resources. And then I could go after whatever the next goal would be, whether it's Italy, whether it's Sicily, whether it's North Africa. I think that the riches of Greece can really open up a lot of possibilities there. And that's probably the expansion path that I want to keep in mind for future campaigns. So anyway, all right, for what's going on in this episode then? Well, as I mentioned before, I think that I can attack Cappasaca in a couple turns. They're going to be getting there.
Attack! Out of moves, great lord.
Getting there in a couple turns, and then here's what things get a little bit tricky. So I am now bordering the Brutii. I think that, are the Scythians gone now? I think they're gone. Yeah, I think so. So I am now bordering the Brutii up here, and we all know what happens when you border factions that you're at war with in this campaign or in this game. They tend to come right after you. So I wonder, I don't have a lot of vision over here. So Campus Alani is wide open. Has 2 peasants, and it has, stone walls? Yeah, stone walls. So, should I be expecting a Brutii army just, around the corner? I have, no vision. What I should do is train some spies. That's what I should do. Yeah. Actually, yeah, and also I have these spies too. I need to be getting these guys. Yeah, I have a couple more left. Yep, actually, yeah, I have a few of them. They only need to be hopping on boats and going up here to give my... Yeah, I need to find out what's happening up here. Yep, that's going to be the way. So, of the 3 armies that helped me finish taking Eastern Anatolia, I'm thinking that the one that's predominantly Egyptian is... I should probably send it north. I have a general here. It would be nice to have a general up here. Someone that can just train mercenaries and, build watchtowers or whatever forts, whatever, Someone to, assist this army, whether they can take Cappasaca by themselves or not. Still, there's going to be fights against the Brutii rather soon, I would imagine. And here's the idea, though, and you might understand this by now, but just to kind of solidify this plan, I want to give the Armenians not just Fraspa to hold the Caucasus, because now there'd be monsters up here. I want to also give the Armenians Campus Alani and Campus Sakai. I want to give them this entire corner and let them handle the Brutii. Now, will they be able to do it themselves? No, they will need my help. They will need my help, unfortunately. But I would rather that be the case. I would rather it be a situation where I'm handling a big threat with few resources, kind of like, you know, thinking of what I should have done down here in Siwa, where I, you know, could have held this with minimal resources against the Scipii onslaught. I feel like up here, if the Armenians were helping out and they owned these territories and they were my protectorate, then I can, you know, fight a war side by side with them with a stack or two, maybe. And if I have to push forward and take more Budii settlements, I can continue to give them to the Armenians. Now, I don't know if protectorate settlements count towards the victory conditions. I hope they do. That would be really awesome, but I don't know if that's the case. But I think that sending this army, once they're done being retrained, sending them north is going to be the way to go. And then these two mercenary armies that are being retrained up here in Sinope, they can hop on the boats and they can eventually head down to North Africa to continue the push against the Scipii. Now, as I mentioned before, this shipwright is one turn away from being finished, and then I'm going to be retraining my boats, as you know, all of them. Because a lot of these boats here need to be retrained. And then I have a full army here, and essentially a full army here in Cyrene. And then some artillery here. They're just the basic onagers, and this is a large stone wall. So I don't know. I don't have the practice in this game to know, you know, how good is that gonna, how is that gonna go? Hopefully 2 onagers is enough to get me at least through one section of wall, and then one section of wall versus 3 unit mystery units. I should probably find out. Yeah, let's see if I can get this spy. All right, a general, 2-star general, auxilia, and legionaries. Even if I could just get one gap in the wall, I think that I could pour through that one gap. I think so.
My ears are yours. My eyes are yours. Unseen, unheard.
So that would be the plan with that. Take 2 stacks, take Leptis Magna, and then hold the large stone walls against the onslaught to Scipii. Put the second stack probably back on the boat, honestly, and then look for opportunities. Either take that boat back to Cyrene just to stay safe, or look for opportunities to take Thapsus with that artillery. Yeah. And while that's happening with this stack that's in Cyrene and then this stack that's on this boat, I would have essentially, well, let's see, almost 2 stacks worth of troops holding off against these 3 stacks. And that should get the job done. And then I have this stack that's on the way. Okay. So they can keep marching west, and that's going to help. Let's see, these guys, no one here is ready to go. And let's see, forces here in Egypt they're coming along. Okay, yeah, these guys are coming along. They're not too far off. And then this stack, led by my faction leader, he just has to pick up these desert axes and then hop on the boat that's going to be built up here in Jerusalem. And then he's going to be heading on over to west as well. And then I have a boat right here picking up this artillery piece that was built up here in Tarsus. And then I can also pick up these artillery pieces as well that are built here in Antioch. So I don't have any heavy onagers, do I? Can I build any heavy onagers, or am I just... Yeah, I don't think I can build any heavy onagers, so... Oh, yeah, that's pretty haggard. Yeah. Yeah, I can't build... Wait, can I even build heavy onagers as a... Wait, oh my god, I'm getting lost here. I can build heavy onagers, right? Yes, right, okay. Just making sure. Here we are a couple of turns later, and we are now ready to make our attack on this army that is right outside of Campus Sakai, so we should be able to get a draw out here. So it's going to be their two-star general. This is not the faction leader. He must be inside. Yes, he is. And yeah, 1,000,000 stars. Jesus Christ, he is very scary. But if we can draw him out, and then slingers, mountain or hillmen, Persian cavalry, 2 units of peasants. And then in this army, it's going to be hillmen, damaged unit, some horse archers, eastern infantry damaged, peasants damaged, slingers damaged. Yeah, this is all banged up, except for the Sarmatian mercenaries, which is the one healthy unit, as well as the general's bodyguard himself. So this ain't so much. It's what's inside, which is a little bit stronger, but still,
Sire.
I would think I should win this. It's going to come down to those 2 cataphract units and the insane command stats of that faction leader. It would be nice to have a general of my own. And the fact that I only have 3 units of spearmen, 1 being a unit of Nubians in this army, is pretty scary. But I mean, I have 3 desert cav, which should be able to gang up on the cataphract units one by one and eliminate them, I would hope. And then I do have, let's see, is it chariot archers? Yeah, chariot archers. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let's jump. Let's go here. And we are favored. But still, I anticipate this to not be an easy fight. So let's see what we can get down here. This is a very familiar map. I feel like I was just here not too long ago. Well, we are fighting in the rain, and I can't tell. I don't know. I can't decide if that's going to be in my favor or against me. I have a lot of ranged troops here, but they have those Persian cavalry. So being able to diminish their effectiveness is going to be nice.
The enemy have brought up more men.
All right, so nothing over here.
Send
it's
them
just
to the afterlife.
all in front of me, it appears. So let's try to... Oh, I don't know. Should I just be in the forest? It's hard to say because I am the attacker, so... In the last battle, they did seem pretty happy to charge at me because they probably understood that they had the advantage. However, in this battle, I wouldn't be surprised if they were more defensive. Now, I am very tempted to run my 3 Desert Cav units together because I'm essentially counting on them to win this battle for me. However, the fact that one of them is my general is it's a little bit... it makes me a little bit nervous. I don't want him to die immediately just in the first charge against one of the cataphract general character units. And so I think having the 2 Desert Cav... I don't know. Hopefully they can get the job done. I guess we'll find out. This is sort of my weak side here with my chariot archers and my Nubians. We've seen Nubians just do absolutely nothing to heavily armored cav in the past, so I doubt they will do anything against them in this battle. Hopefully they can just chase down light stuff, but we will see. If the enemy goes hard on my left flank, I'm going to have to sort of pivot. And, well, I don't know. I feel like I made that mistake against the Romans where I pivoted, where instead what I should have did was just take advantage of my strong side and just retreat at my weak side and try to delay and retreat. Just because the battles in this game do happen so quickly that trying to reverse your flanks and go strong side, weak side on either, it's just, I don't know, everything happens too fast, and I think that it's better just to go with the battle plan that you already have a raid in front of you. Now I am beginning to think that instead of just marching just head on against them, maybe I should start to wheel my force around to this side. The reason being is that if I zoom in here, I'm seeing cataphracts right there, and I'm seeing cataphracts right there, and then on this side, these are just the Sarmatians. So if I can get an engagement on their weak side before their stronger units come in, that could be to my advantage. Now we see a response from the Persian cavalry, and yeah, they are able to fire at me from all the way downtown. Looks like they are backing up though, so yeah, luckily they're not just going to stand there and shoot at me. I appreciate that, because they could have if they wanted to. I have no response to that. if they're going to be bringing their Persian cavalry right back up again, then we have no choice but to march into the face of their firepower and to try to close the distance so that we can try to hit them with something. Can we hit them from here? Yeah, our archers, once they're lined up, they can start to shoot at their Persian cav, as long as they don't continue to back up. If they do want to continue to back up, then yeah, they can do whatever they want. We just have to kind of count on them making a mistake here. So if they take a volley from our archers right now, yeah, get a good volley in, guys. Get a good volley in, because that's what we need. There we go. There's a volley. I don't mind if my archers just spent all of their ammunition shooting at those Persian cavalry, and hillmen and peasants want to come charging down at us. That is fine. I see those cataphracts in the back, so I gotta keep an eye on them. And yeah, we can start to pour firepower via our slingers and archers into their hillmen. That's fine. I want you guys to continue to fire at the Persian cav. That's your priority, definitely. Slingers can melt the hillmen, that is fine. Slingers can melt the peasants for all I care, that's fine. And the Persian cav have backed up, yeah. And yeah, I'm playing very defensive with my weak side, as you can see, because their Persian cav can outrange my my cavalry archers. So yeah, it's pretty scary stuff. Let's see. I want to save my desert cav for their cataphracts. I didn't really want to go into those Sarmatians, but I will if I have to. I will if I have to. It might be, gosh, if I could just get a quick route on them. I don't know. I don't want to. I like letting my range units just continue to fire. I think that's going well for me, you know? So I don't want to, attack too soon is what I'm trying to say. I don't want to like preempt this. Like if they're going to stand there and take shots via my slingers and archers, that's fine with me. Yeah, there we go. Yep. They're backing off, and that is fine. Get another couple of tosses in there, and then go ahead and... Now, are they just going to retreat? It kind of looks like they're retreating. If that's the case, then let's go forward with my cavalry. Here, and then here. And we will see if we can get any picks. I don't know. Might not be much, but... It's always kind of scary to chase after Parthians. You never... Oh, come on, guys. Come on. Yeah, you never know if it's a full retreat or not. And it looks like this is an actual retreat, so... Come on, guys, come on. Please, come on, please. Oh, I know they're just peasants, but still. Those are bodies that we wouldn't have to waste our ammunition on later on in the oncoming siege. So, yeah, not gonna get much done there, but it's a little bit. You know what? It wasn't much, but I'll take it. We got something done there. Still losing over 100 men. That's shocking, but hey, we got 416 kills. And hopefully that means that the subsequent the siege is going to be easier. Can we lay siege? Oh, hell yeah. Yes, we can.
Besieging settlement, sir.
Yes, we can. All right, let's do... Something like that?
Settlement under siege, sir.
Yes. So yeah, the two cataphracts, the Persian cav are down to 17 guys. Actually, no, there's 2 units. Okay, I got too excited there. All right. Still, 28 and 17, that's not bad. 13 on the horse archers. That's okay, you know? The slingers are down to 12 men total between the 2 units. So not a lot of firepower. It's just the 2 big papas here. And they're scary cataphract bodyguards, yeah. But, as I keep saying, hopefully my desert cav can get the job done against them. Now we can come down here and get rid of these brigands. We have 5 units, and I just happen to have a handful of guys
Orders?
sitting around here, so maybe you guys go here and then...
Orders?
Oh, you're not going to get there, eh? Okay.
Mighty
Next
general.
turn then. Next turn we can do that. Let's lower the taxes in Arsakia. And do we have any more...
Mighty general.
Okay, so we can't get them yet.
General.
Then I saw some brigands down here. Yeah, okay, so 4 units. I guess we can send... You guys aren't doing anything, are you? No. So we can... Let's send them.
Forward.
They can go back.
No more moves, sire.
There's this freaking brigand ship. Oh god, such bad timing. I can't even build a boat right now. I'm too poor. I'm too poor. So we have to get rid of that eventually. Got to build a couple boats. Yeah, super annoying. Oh well.
Ships ready.
And then up here, I don't really know. Pretty nervous about this actually. There's a Brudii boat. It's a trireme. I just built a bireme because I was thinking that that's all I would need to get my spies across the water. But now I'm thinking like, oh gosh, I don't want to get sunk by a trireme. And also, it might just blockade me as well. Which would be bad. Because, yeah, gosh, then I would have to like build another boat. How many boats would I need? This is a trireme with armor and weapon upgrades. So I would have to get another trireme up here and scene up. Yeah. Okay, well. If I have to, I have to. I do have these boats down here, but I'd rather send them down to North Africa, to be honest. Also, this Scipii army has bypassed Cyrene, and it looks to be marching on Siwa, I suppose, and they have gotten off ahead of their other armies, and yeah, they look like they could be picked off here. Because they are in range of this army up here, and they're in range of this army right here. Let me remind myself, what do they have again?
My eyes are yours. None shall see
What
me.
do they have? So 2 family members, one being a 4-star. And then the factionaire, okay. He's a 3-star, but he's not going to be commanding this army. But still, he's going to have a bigger general's bodyguard unit. And then the army themselves, yeah, it does have like 4 praetorians and a bunch of legionaries, but they have a lot of auxilias, some Roman cav, onagers, and war dogs. So like, not the scariest army, not scary, like not as scary as the stuff that we've seen back here. Yeah, look at the, gosh, just, man. Just look at these guys. Just look at them. So many, okay, this army's not that, it's okay. That's looking not that bad, but still, some of these guys, yeah, man. The legionary cavalry and the urbans and the praetorians. I think there's some praetorian cav that I saw in one of these armies in the last episode. Somewhere. The legionary cav, okay. Oh yeah. It's a lot of scary stuff. Is it? Ooh, it got some scorpions. Hot damn. Yeah, there's the praetorian cav. Jesus, look at these guys. All right, that'll be fun. Well, the good news is I do have, so my boats are now trained up again. And should I go for it? Like, Leptis Magna's not as wide open as it was before because these armies are right here. So it's not quite as wide open. Yeah.
Ready to sail.
There's a couple Brudii boats up here. But I don't know what's here. I think, so what do I have altogether? I have 2 boats here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 12 boats in total.
Ships ready.
I think it's all triremes. Triremes. Yeah, it's all triremes. That's good. So what is that? So what can I do? I could do maybe 2 fleets of 5 boats per fleet. And then I could single out the last 2 boats, split them off, and put a stack per boat. It does make them vulnerable, sure. But as long as the 2 5-boat fleets are going on up ahead and clearing the way, we might be okay.
Ready to
So
sail.
let's see what this looks like. Okay, I don't want. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Let me leave behind
Sire,
those onagers because
move out.
they are going to be going with the
Ready
army.
to sail.
And now, let's go.
Ready
You,
to
you,
sail.
you,
Ships
you.
ready. Aye, great lord.
Okay, I did that wrong.
Aye,
You go
great
there.
lord.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, 5 per. 5. That's wait. What just happened?
Aye, great lord. Ships ready.
Yeah. What's going on here? Am I messing up? Can I not do this? Is this one of those? Can I not do this in the port? Is that why?
Aye, my lord.
Is that
ready.
what I'm doing wrong?
Ships ready. Ready to sail.
There we go. Okay, yeah.
Aye, great lord.
So are they both 1 stars?
Aye, great
No,
lord.
you are a 1 star and you
Ships
are a
ready.
0 star. And I have, Soothsayer, +2 morale. Does that mean something? I didn't know admirals can get retinue. I wonder if that
Aye,
does.
great
I wonder
lord.
if that actually does anything. And shipwright, +1 command at sea. Yeah, I think I've seen that before. Huh. Yeah, it's interesting. All right. Well, let's
Ships
send these
ready.
2 boats. So that means I still have these 2
Aye,
boats.
Great lord. Aye, great lord.
So let's send these guys up ahead then. And let's
Set
see.
sail. Moves depleted, sire.
What we
Ships
can see.
ready. Set sail. No more moves, sire.
And if the
Aye, great
route
lord.
to Leptis Magna looks clear, then yeah, that'll be
Aye,
fine.
great
Let's bring
lord.
you guys in the harbor just to keep you
sail.
safe. And then we can start loading up the men here.
My liege.
And in the meantime, we can gang up on this Scipii army. So yeah, let's do it. You know, let's do it. So yeah, you guys come up right behind. And what's your deal? 4 stars, good attacker. So he's going to be a 6-star general who's attacking. That's awesome. Untouched by fear, +1 morale. That's awesome. Yeah, very, very good stuff. Yeah. And Matre Casaros, comedian. That's +1 morale. Nice. Yeah, he's solid. And then what's your deal? Tahotem? Okay, only a 1-star general. Master and Balmer, that's +1 morale. Yes, it is. And +1 command when attacking, so he's going to be a 2-star general. And confident attacker, so he's going to be another +1. All right. So he's going to be what, a 3-star? 1, 2, 2, 3, 3-star. And +4 to your general's hit points. Okay, that's nice as well. Yeah, he's all right. He's okay. His army is solid as well. So
Attack!
yeah, let's go get these guys. Let's bring them down.
Men, this battle is inevitable, but victory hangs in the balance. Act with courage, O noble soldiers, and victory is in our grasp. Now, watch for the enemy. Watch for tricks. Watch for their cunning, and send them to their ancestors. Once more!
This is going to be one of those rare moments where I actually do hope that my reinforcements charges in as fast as freaking possible, because I realized that my army is not that strong. This is one of those armies that I kind of threw together just to get more bodies to the front lines as fast as possible. Now my army comp is fine, yes, but man, I got 3 Nubians. 3 Nubians out of my 4 spearmen is pretty rough. 1 Nile spear makes up my decent spear unit. But I need to continue to advance here. I can't just let my reinforcing army take this fight by themselves. So let's go here, especially with my ranged units like my chariot archers and my camel archers. They should be getting up here and assisting. And then, yeah, let's get up here. Got chariots and desert axes. Let's go. Let's go. Boom, boom. And yeah, you get up there. And you go there. And are they already shooting? Yeah, Pharaoh's bowmen are already in range. That's awesome. And are you guys in range? You are. So we can start picking off some light auxilia on that side. And all right, looks like my reinforcements are already going on in. Just yellow. And let's see here. Let's see. We definitely want to time this. What do we got? So let's back up here because we got spears running after us. And if we want to get it charged in, and then go forward with my desert axes like that, and go forward here, and just go forward. Just try to pull through. Try not to let. Come on. Just keep going. Desert axes have to support here, and let's just try to keep going here. Keep going. Looks like one of them's already breaking. Come on. Try to break those Praetorians there. Come on. There we go. Alright. I don't know if that was effective or not, but we're there. And archers are shooting at stuff. And let's see, camels. Let's make sure that we bring them up as well. And desert axes. Let's see. Come on, guys. Get out of there. Let's see, Praetorians and Praetorians. Yeah, if we could try to get over here. And looks like my desert axes are breaking. Yeah, that's to be expected. But slingers can start shooting from there. Let's bring my chariots on over on this side. And yeah, now my reinforcing chariot archers are going to charge on in. I don't like that. So stop shooting. You're going to get some friendly fire on those guys. I think, Jesus, did they break them? Gosh, should I send in my own chariot archers to reinforce? I don't know. I don't like that matchup, honestly. Let's see, what do we have here? Auxilia? Yeah, I don't like that either. So let's just get back here. Okay, now they broke. Perfect. So turn around and get them. Actually, don't, because you're just going to get shot by my own stuff. So yeah, wow, the reinforcing chariot archers actually did okay. I don't know, they got kind of wiped out, actually. Yeah, they got kind of wiped out. How's the enemies? Where are they at? 72%, so we still have some work to do to get rid of this army. Yeah, let's just keep coming up here. Oh, that's the general's unit. Okay, looks like he's doing well. And then, what's happening here? Come on, can you get that guy? And then camels come out here. Legionary cohorts and Praetorian cohorts. Yeah, they look like they're gonna get away, but maybe these camels can come chase them down and get some shots into the rear. The last couple volleys come in here against those legionaries, trying to pick off as whatever guys we can. And let's continue this. There's just a handful of guys left on the map, but I want to make sure. Where are we at right now? 82%. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get to that 85%. Which is really unfortunate. I thought we did awesome here. But yeah, I thought that went pretty well. And I thought that by bringing in a reinforcing army right behind their army, I thought that would kind of guarantee that we would wipe them out, but I guess not. Not bad overall. Yeah, I think we did okay. As long as he didn't die. I don't want that other general to die. I think he was fine though. Fingers crossed, Dave. Fingers crossed. And if we have to, one of these. Yeah, gosh damn it, got away. Yeah, both generals got away. Interesting. Praetorians and yeah. All right. So, can you guys reach? You cannot. So, can you guys reach? You cannot. Yeah, what do we do about that? Who's most damaged? Man, it's tough not being able to train any archers in Cyrene, you know? That's just so... Oh, gosh, it's so hard. Should I get a... I can't even build anything, I'm too poor. Yeah, right. What am I thinking?
Sire, march!
Yeah, we'll see if we can run them down in the next turn. So Tahotem, good commander, +2 command, nice.
Mighty
And
general.
yeah, we'll try to run them down. We'll see. And then you can go back to Cyrene to retrain your soldiers. Moving on into the next turn here, the Scipii army, they did not move away, actually. They're just standing here on the border looking at me. And the other two armies have sort of backed off. I wonder if they're... Gosh, it kind of looks like they're looking at my navies.
Ships ready. Set sail. Ships
Huh.
ready. Set sail.
It's looking,
Ships ready. Set sail.
looking kind of wide open. I mean, sure, there's a Scipii boat there.
Great Lord.
But there isn't that, like, there's like a large fleet out here before. And it's not here right now. But the problem is that Leptis Magna is, well, it's a bit crowded right now. Yeah, that's a little bit problematic. I wonder. So I'm thinking,
Mighty general.
actually, to march forward into, like, obviously I can march in and kind of chase him down. And maybe if I sort of like feign an attack, if I get into their territory a little bit, they respond to that and maybe start to bring these troops down past Leptis Magna towards me so that I can slip some armies onto these navies and you know, attack Leptis Magna. Yeah, maybe that's the way to go. Yeah, I'll think about that. And I have a little bit of time left that I want to spend on this episode. I could spend it fighting brigands, or I could spend it fighting Parthians. Let's see. What's more exciting? What would be more fun? Brigands, Parthians, brigands, Parthians. I'm not gonna do that to y'all, folks. I'll spend the time on the Parthians.
Engage the enemy.
Let's try to finish this once and for all. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. Talk about jinxing it, eh? I am now set up with my 3 towers in the front and then 2 ladders on either side, trying to basically do what I did last time, where I conquer and take all of the towers around the wall and try to force the enemy off of their walls. This tower it's an extra one. I'm just going to use it as a shooting platform with a ballista inside and see if I can pick off any units on the inside, and that's kind of all that I have in mind. And what do they have here? So yeah, you can just kind of like go there, I think. And then, yeah, you go here. And what is it going to be? Who are you? What's your name? Peasants. Okay. Peasant, and then, yeah, it's a couple very small units right there. So you guys are Desert Axes. Desert Axes should beat Peasants, but I've been shocked and surprised before. Alright, let's get over here. It's going to take a while for these guys to kind of go around that way and try not to get shot by towers. And then, yeah, you guys go in here and then there. This ballista is just pouring out the fire, shooting down these peasants, I imagine. Yeah, they are losing guys. All right.
Siege towers are at the walls.
Perfect. They are 0% damage. Huh, that's interesting. Not taking a lot of fire. Okay. That's fine. That's fine by me. On this side, these poor skirmishers did take quite a bit of fire reaching the wall here. As long as one of these guys get to the top, I suppose. I mean, 49 men.
The ladders have reached the walls. Your men will soon be on the city defenses.
Yeah, we'll see. Got some hillmen back there, just 2 men. So they should be able to get up pretty quickly here and shut down that tower. Hopefully they don't break before that happens. Perfect. These skirmishers can now shut down that tower on that side. And then you guys go shut down here and then here. And then just keep on running and shutting down those towers. Yeah, that'll be good. Alright, yep, that's now our tower. And just keep running around. Let's capture these gates as well. Perfect. And let's go over to here. And how are we doing? This tower is still taking... my guys are losing a lot of guys. Alright. Still have not jumped on... Oh, there we go. Perfect timing. Alright. Now, let's try to come over here and take out these slingers. Hopefully they can come in and take out these peasants soon. Yeah, let's just wipe out these slingers and hillmen first. And, okay, you guys get back. You... Okay, looks like, yeah, just get back. Get back, please. Don't die. We need all of the spearmen we can get. In fact, I probably shouldn't have even, like, wasted them to carry that tower, because, sure, it was a firing platform, but it's just like, I don't know, got rid of, like, a handful of peasants for me, you know? It wasn't the most impactful thing ever. So let's get these guys. Are we looking like this is a good area to line up on? I think so. Alright, and how are we doing on this side? So we're making progress. Just continue to run around. Here. So 2 hillmen are shadowing us, and then these slingers can continue to make their way as well. We have taken the gate here, and our desert axes, man, they're routed to peasants. Golly. Alright, well, hopefully... Okay, so these Persian cav are going to be a menace. There's actually no, like, little windows on the backside that can shoot down at the Persian cav. Yeah, that's annoying. So let's get my slingers up here. Let's see if they can use that tower, and then slingers on this side. Let's get them up as well, because we should be having men shoot... Why are you guys routing? What's going on? Are you guys routing? This is their... eager, so they're fine, right? Okay, they're fine. But let's get you guys over here so that you can maybe shoot at those Persian cavalry, because I'm worried that these guys are gonna break against the peasants. Yeah, that would be a shame. Come on, slingers, start bringing down those Persian cav. There's 17 men left. I want there to be 0. There you go. Nice hit, got one of them. Get a few more. Alright. Yep, I'll take it. Then after that, you can work on the summations as well. We have some more slingers coming on up as well. All good there. And are you guys gonna beat the peasants? Golly, I hope so. Jesus. The units with the ladders on this side have now made the walls, and they can start taking these towers as well. And then what do we have on this side? Some more Persian cav. Perfect. So once they're up here, they can continue to take in these walls and these gates. And hopefully they can start to take some firepower from the towers as well. And I think I'm ready to make the approach on the settlement now with my main army. I have the front gate secured. I have some slingers
Your men are now at the walls with ladders.
on the walls,
With luck, they
and
will carry the walls.
yeah, we've taken this tower, so the approach is fine. Here, you guys can make your way over just to take that tower as well. Yeah, that's okay. So now let's bring up my spears and my archers. And what approach do we want to take? Here's a approach right there. Or do we want to go down this? Is that more narrow? I want narrow. I don't know. This starts off wide and then it ends up narrow. And then this starts off narrow and ends up a little bit wider, I think? It's a little bit... It's like an optical illusion. I don't know. I think this is the way that I want to go. These Persian cavalry right here could be a juicy target for my skirmishers. Let's get some javelin tosses into them, eh? 27 horsemen. And like that last unit, I would rather this be 0 horsemen. So yeah, down to 26. Come on, guys. You can get some better tosses in than that. Yeah, that was not a lot of damage. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, all right, continue on. Get a little bit closer. And maybe you can do more damage. This is kind of a difficult decision I'm trying to make here because I feel like in past siege battles where I've done split pushes on the city plaza, that's susceptible, oh my god, I can't say words right now. Susceptible to, that's not how you say it. Anyway, it's vulnerable, I'll say that word instead. Yeah, just choose a different word. It's vulnerable to being picked off one by one. So for instance, if I were to go down this path and then this path as well, then the, you know, very heavy, awesome, crazy, strong units in the city plaza can choose who they want to attack. You know, they don't have to just wait for me to, you know, attack them from both sides. So it's been difficult in the past, I think, for me to pull that off. Unless you can kind of really hide your intentions. Like if you can really hide the ambushing units in the rear. Like I don't think these Nubians are going to do anything. I'll pull them up just in case, but no, I can't even drag them. Yeah, screw ever playing large unit scale. Like that just seems like a nightmare. I don't know how people do it in these siege battles. But the other idea though, so like I might just go my normal, you know, lately what I've been doing is just doing a single push down one path so that I don't get picked apart one by one. Now it's tough because you don't really want to go, you know, head to head against cataphracts. That seems like a bad idea. It seems like you want to surround them, you know. Oh, you guys can definitely go on fire at will. I just had you guys turned off fire at will because I didn't want to lure the cataphracts into me, you know, preemptively, but we can definitely do that now. And should I bring slingers off of the walls? I don't know. I kind of want to keep them up there just in case I just break and I get chased back. I know that's a pessimistic viewpoint, but yeah, I think I'd rather do that. Yeah, nice. Yes, get rid of those Persian cavalry. Yeah, get rid of them. They also have these Sarmatians as well. You know, I can't forget about them. That's something. That's like a 48-man unit. Yeah, that's not nothing. And my 2 units along the walls have just about finished their job. Yeah, if we can lure these guys in. Wait, are you guys not in phalanx? Oh man, I'm glad I caught that in time. Jesus, my guys are not in phalanx formation. Okay. Yeah, get your spears down, boys. You're gonna have plenty of cavalry you need to skewer, hopefully. And yeah, getting rid of these units one by one is preferable. If they want to bring in all cataphracts all at the same time, that's going to be a nightmare, but they might do that, you know? They might. I think they understand where their strengths lie, so yeah, we'll see. I got my desert cav right here. It doesn't feel good, you know? It doesn't feel like, you know, they're going to be fighting around my spears. It's going to be tough. Should I just get another unit around the back? This is my general's unit, so I think even though he doesn't have any command bonuses, I feel like he should still be nearby. And then maybe bring this unit around the back. I don't know. I just feel like maybe he should join these Nubians and try to get a rear charge on the cataphracts. Alright, are we shooting at stuff? Yeah, the cataphracts are moving very slowly, very methodically. It's terrifying. They just seem very certain, very assured. And Sarmatians, what are you guys doing? What do you know that I don't? Because I don't have... Okay, I guess I got some desert axes that... I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure... What are those Sarmatians doing over there? I'm not attacking from that angle, so... And now they're running... What are they doing? Are they trying to flank me? I mean, I have a lot of slingers up here, so they're, I don't know, kind of welcome to try. Oh, what do we got on this side? Who's charging us? Persian Cav charging my Nubian Cav. Oh wow, okay, I'll take that gift. Yeah, perfect. I'll take that. And are there horse archers now? Wait, not you guys. Over here. Are there horse archers in range? They are not in range. Okay, that's fine. My desert cav should be in position soon. Yeah, they're getting there. I want them up here, and I want you guys a little bit further back. I want you guys to be a little less obvious, you know? Try to stay hidden. But yeah, you guys come up. Yep, that looks good. So you guys are going to be there soon. So now... Yeah, I suppose... Yep, wait. Let's get you guys moving up. Here. And then archers go there. I should probably take them off of skirmish mode. Bring up the desert cav, and then bring up my desert cav general. Got some desert axes also. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they're here. Chariot archers in the back, hanging out. Just, I don't know, they take up a lot of space, so that's not super ideal. I don't know, maybe I just put them back here, maybe. I don't know. Just put them somewhere. Put them somewhere. I've had to bring my archers and spears to an angle here so that they can get some shots on these horse archers. They were a little bit blocked up before. And are you guys in range of the guys in the plaza? No, this is a big old plaza, so... It's a little bit tricky. You guys stop wasting your ammo. You're just shooting into a building. So yeah, don't do that. You guys, yeah, go ahead and... Actually, yeah, you're not hitting anything either, are you? And you're... You barely have a shot. I wonder... Alright, you stop shooting. Gosh, this is gonna be weird. I got it because I can't hit them from here. So then what? Because I don't want to fight them on the plaza. They'll fight to the death. You know, that seems bad. Let's... Actually... Alright, let me find my Nubians. I want to actually send them after the horse archers. And we will see if we can provoke a response from those cataphracts and try to bring them closer into archer range. Let's try to make our charge on these horse archers just to get rid of them. There's 5 left. They're being really annoying. They're just right around the corner here. Taking pot shots at my dudes. And once that's dealt with, let's put my archers back on fire at will. And there's been a reaction from those generals and, yep, wiping out those horse archers. Down to 2. There we go. Alright, now... Gosh, that's weird. I'm on the plaza and there's like... no reaction, really. Sarmatian mercenaries are kind of making a move towards me. Okay, that's the reaction that I was expecting. Oh, nothing? No? Nothing? They want to send forward their Sarmatians instead? I mean, I guess that's okay. Let's bring back my Nubians. Yeah, let's just bring them back. You guys can run, please. And... Oh, we just got charged. They didn't want to run. They just got charged in the rear and got destroyed. But our archers are now shooting into the Sarmatians, and are we going to be able to beat them with my spears? Hopefully. We got some desert cav right here, so let's send them in. And yeah, Sarmatians got pretty much wiped out. Yeah, they're got a couple guys left. And I think it's just the 2 cataphracts now. Alright, this is the final boss. And it looks like the final boss is coming in for a fight. Yeah, my archers might be getting some shots in on them. I kind of doubt that we're doing any damage at all. But we are getting some shots in on them. You guys have to come out here and start to get ready to charge into the rear. Try to reform a little bit if you can. And, oh, bad timing, bad timing, bad timing. Shit. Get your spears down, boys, get your spears down. Nope, they routed immediately. Immediately, those spears routed. Oh, God, what an awful, awful thing. And, oh, shit. Man, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Alright, let's get Desert Cav here. Yeah, Desert Cav just has to go. You just have to all go in and try to help out here. Oh man, what a nightmare. They're singling out my Desert Cav, and I can't... Yeah, that's... Damn it. Oh. What a nightmare. That's what I was afraid of. Alright, get back, guys, because we'll just lose if we throw away our other 2 Desert Cav units. So try to get back, please, and thank you. Try to get back, please, and thank you. And spears, can you guys... Oh my god, oh god, oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. And we're not doing anything to them, are we? Alright, get in here. And try to get in here. Yeah, we're not doing anything to them. Try to do something, boys. Try to do something. Let's see. We got... I don't know. What can... Desert Axes, are you guys doing anything, or are you guys just breaking? Looks like they're just breaking. Yep, everyone's broken. everyone's broken.
The general has chosen cowardice and runs away.
Everyone's... Yeah, they did like nothing. 24 left in that unit and 37 left in that unit. Yeah, we did nothing to them. That is so pathetic. Oh man, back to the drawing board. I don't know. I do not. Do I just siege them for 6 turns? Is that what I have to do? Oh man, yeah. Yeah, these armored cataphracts are just having their way with my army, just absolutely demolishing everything in their path. There's no way that anything is going to be able to stand up to them here. I can try to send in my... I mean, I kind of want them to come back to my back wall here because...
shames himself and your people.
Maybe they could just get...
No excuses can be
if we could just get rid of one of them, you know? If we could just kill one of those guys and get rid of his bodyguard, that'd be such a... like a Pyrrhic victory, you know? I'm not going to continue to throw men into the meat grinder here, so... Yeah, man, so unfortunate. Got 222 kills. All that's left of this 2 Eastern cataphracts, and...
The siege is broken.
Yeah. It's just... Oh, like 29 peasants? Where do they come from? So what do I do? What do I do? I still have a handful of Desert Axemen left in this army here, and... Could I win on an open battlefield against them? I don't know. How long does it take for this? It would take 8 turns for it to... Oh, God, it's so long. Oh, that's so freaking long, man. I could send up some more Desert Cav. I'm glad I trained them up. Ay, what a grindy fight. Oh, man, it is so tough. It is so tough. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Like, other than the obvious answer of just train up another full stack elite army. And I can't get any of that up here. There's nothing I can't get. I don't think I can get Pharaoh's Bowmen. I can get Nile Cav, I can get Chariots, I can get Nile Spears, but no Pharaoh's Bowmen or Pharaoh's Guards. Yeah, no Pharaoh's bowmen, no Pharaoh's guards. And no Pharaoh's bowmen, no Pharaoh's guards. All I can get is mid-tier stuff. And Campus Alani, same deal. Yeah, same deal. So that's, you know, that's what I have is what I'm throwing at them. And maybe building up a full stack and actually laying siege. I mean, I'll try. I'll see if I can lay siege to them, and maybe they'll sally out, and maybe we can fight a battle on open ground, and maybe somehow I can gang up on those cataphracts and beat them on open ground. The narrow city streets is really working in their favors. It's really making it difficult for me to, you know, surround them as I need to. But also in that battle in particular, it's not having a general to, you know, really hold my troops together is very tough. So luckily that Brudii ship did go in the other direction. So
Ships ready.
getting this army, I got these spies here,
Great Lord.
and this army, along with Pamio Alexander, they can hop on those boats and start making their way. But it's going to be a freaking while, you know? Gosh, it takes so long to get up there. Probably will take 8 turns. So, oh man, I don't know what the answer is. And also, like, I don't really have the finances to build another army either. That's the thing. I'm running out of money, and I need to get some gains somewhere. Anyway, that is all gonna have to wait until next time. Before I go, I just wanted to say that if you're enjoying these videos and you would like to support the channel, then consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. It all helps immensely. So until next time, this has been Conestep playing Rome Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.